catching
I was making
checks.
more money off of the clothes than I was off the music.
You was catching crazy checks.
Yeah.
Damn. What was the biggest check you got from this shit?
I think like we was getting paid every quarter, every 3 months. So I was probably making anywhere between the smallest check that I seen was like 3 and some change. And like the biggest check was probably like in one season, I think I had like almost 700.
Damn, that ain't bad.
Mm-hmm. But I was seeing them joints, 3s, 4s, 6s, 3s, 4s, these joints popping. Mm-hmm. Like they coming every 3 months, it's boom, it's there.
Beanie Sigel says the real money was never in music. Everybody talks about Roc-A-Fella Records like it was just albums and charts. But Beanie Sigel tells it different. He says while the label was falling apart and everybody was picking sides between Jay-Z and Dame Dash, he was focused on something else: ownership, business, and real money. Beanie explains he never chose a side because he already saw the ending. Conversations were happening behind the scenes. Tension was building, and the music industry politics were starting to outweigh the music itself. But in the middle of all that chaos, Dame Dash was building something with him that didn't depend on radio spins or record sales. State Property wasn't just a rap group. It was a brand, a clothing line built from street logic, hustler mentality, and real-world demand. And according to Beanie Sigel, that brand ended up paying him better than rap ever did. Now, I'm about to play this clip for y'all. But before I do, I just need y'all to like, leave y'all thoughts down below in the comment section, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
I never thought of it. Like I knew it was going to happen.
Did you
like,
see it coming?
I knew. Like I had conversations with Jay. I knew it was coming.
But Jay was like, I'm done.
It ain't working. It wasn't working.
Damn.
It wasn't working. They shit wasn't working. It was things that was being done from our conversation. It just wasn't working out. It wasn't working. It was...
was Cam being a president one of the big things?
No.
No?
I think that was something that was inside one of the big things.
Yeah.
But I don't think that was...
How was your relationship? You and Cam, everything was cool?
Yeah, but we didn't really get a chance to mesh like I wanted to with Cam because it was too much bullshit.
Okay.
Now, in that situation, I'm a Philly nigga, and I'm looking at to me, in my perspective, a Brooklyn Harlem thing unfold. So I gotta mind my business.
Yeah, it ain't none of your business. You out of town.
Yeah, I gotta mind my business. And that's what I think what was happening with Roc-A-Fella. Like, it was like in my perspective, my POV, I started seeing like a Brooklyn Harlem thing, like, happening. But that wasn't my business, though.
That's deep.
I feel you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I just think, like, you know, everything happened for a reason. You know what I mean? And it's like what you did, legendary. In the fucking
I
books.
chose not to go with either one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you ain't go with either one of them?
No, I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I was gonna go with 50.
What? 50 was trying to sign you?
Yeah.
What type of deal 50 tried to give you?
Something crazy.
What was it?
If I can remember, it was something like, I don't know, probably around like 10 million.
Damn,
like
50.
that. Not me per se to myself, but he had everything structured. Man, I was in the feds with his uncle.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to, we had a couple visits. We used to sit at the same time, and his uncle would go out and make sure we sitting next to each other. I could talk to 50. Roc-A-Fella dissolved. So 50 was going to be my a Beanie Sigel album. It wasn't no more company. If I could have got Freeway, and I think he said Chris and Neef, but it was going to be a my single album, Freeway album, State Property G-Unit album, me and 50 album. It was like 5 albums, but the deal was structured like probably like 10 million.
That's major. Now, what happened with the clothing line?
Dumb as shit.
How did that come about? What happened with it, man?
How it dissolved?
Yeah, like, because first of all, how it come about? Because it was hot. You had the hidden pockets and like, how did it?
A lot of the pockets and stuff that like that we had on the clothes, we used to do it in the street.
Yeah.
Like it was shit we used to do in the street with us. So when I'm thinking of a clothing line, it's like State Property. It was like State Property was the hustler's gear.
Yeah.
Like you wore that, you outside on the corner, you hustling. You got your pad
like
on,
a Warwick.
you got your pistol on.
Yeah.
It was like a uniform. So that's what I thought. I'm like uniform this joint. Like no matter what, every winter you gonna buy a new State Property joint because it's like the Warwick. Like you said, the whole Dickie Carhartt joint that was State Property. So the pockets, when I seen them doing Roc-A-Wear, I approached Dame. I was like, yo, I want to start a clothing line. And this is what I wanted to be called. I wanted to be like this. And he was showing me stuff, and State Property came about.
How much money did it make? Did it make?
It made a lot of money. I only had 20% of State Property.
Okay, but it made some grip. You got a bag. You was catching.
I was making
checks.
more money off of the clothes than I was off the music.
You was catching crazy checks.
Yeah.
Damn. What was the biggest check you got from this shit?
I think like we was getting paid every quarter, every 3 months. So I was probably making anywhere between the smallest check that I seen was like 3 and some change. And like the biggest check was probably like in one season, I think I had like almost 700.
Damn, that ain't bad.
But I was seeing them joints, 3s, 4s, 6s, 3s, 4s, these joints popping. Like they coming every 3 months, it's boom. It's there.
You going crazy.
And it was growing. State Property sold more than Roc-A-Wear. And that's them 3s and 6s and them 4, that was my little 20%. That's what I was getting.
Damn,
So,
they played solid with you,
they
though.
was making money. Well, kind of, sort of.
Oh, yeah. But listen, all right, but how did it dissolve? What the fuck happened?
So when I went to jail, it gave me time to sit back and think about everything because it was like, damn, I'm sitting in the cell. I'm like, damn, I fucked up.
Yeah.
So that's my whole outlook was like, damn, I fucked up. Like, cause I'm fighting attempted murder. So even if I got a dub, it's over.
You cook.
Career done. Career done. And I could have walked. Like if I got booked for that attempt and took the deal, I'd probably be just coming home right now.
Phew. Damn.
And that was in 2000. Yeah, that was when I caught that case in 2002. 2002, I'd probably just be coming home.
That's crazy.
Or trying to come home right now. Not shit. Yeah, but I was, yeah. Yeah, it was.
You said no, you was thinking about it when you dissolved the company. You was in jail fighting cases.
When I started, it gave me time to reflect on shit. Now shit getting tight because I got to pay for everything. Feds don't give a fuck about none of that. Cash, none of that. They want assets in order to get bail. So they putting liens on everything.
So you like, I got to sell this 20%.
No, I ain't sell it.
Oh, damn.
I wasn't touching that. I paid for all my shit, all my personal money. Like nobody paid for nothing. I got one loan from Roc-A-Fella for like $150 because I was expecting a $400,000 check coming. But I paid that back. So that, all my Lord, man, I spent like probably $4 million fighting them
You
cases.
was caked the fuck up. You was getting money.
Out my own paper. Yeah, I paid for that shit.
Damn.
And then bills didn't stop.
No, nothing stopped. You take care of a lot of people.
How long was you locked up?
I did a year and a day on that because I wound up beating attempted murder. But they retried me again. But I did a year and a day. But I was on house arrest for almost 2 years, fighting it. So for 3 years, I ain't make no income. I was sitting on an ankle monitor for like 18 months straight. And I was in there and I ain't making no bread.
Damn.
But when your bills is 30, 40 a month, 60, and that's like your bills.
Yeah.
And you ain't talking about everybody else's bills. I took care of everybody.
Damn.
So I ain't making no paper, but it constantly went out. So that's how they socked it to my pocket, as you say.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was draining me.
They was killing you.
Yeah, they was smoking me.
Damn.
They was smoking me.
They'd do that to you.
And my affairs wasn't in order. Like with the lady, like my shit was like, told you I did the publishing deal, dummy. When I came home and found out it was money owed to me from the clothes for State Property, I knew they couldn't put out no more clothes without my signature. So instead of me just letting the money come in and worrying about it as it go along. Hard-headed, I'm in jail, shit ain't right, y'all bullshit. I stopped signing. They needed my signature to keep manufacturing the clothes, so I wouldn't sign off on nothing. That's the worst mistake I think I made.
Damn.
Yeah, because you'd have came home to a grip. They still
Yeah, I'd
had
have
to
still
pay
been
you.
making money.
Yeah.
Even though I was old to grip.
Right. They still would.
But I stopped my own paper.
Right. And you could always took them to court and got that.
Yeah, but
He don't know. So
I wouldn't have never did that.
So Beans, how much money
But I mean,
would you say?
I'd have had to take the L. And that's my position. Like, I feel
taking a company to court to get some money that they owe you that's not like
not when it's your family.
Bro. So
But not when it's presented as your family.
Okay, all right. Where your mind was at? Your mind.
Okay, but hold on. Let me ask you.
No, this was
so it looked
the line
right?
familiar.
Yeah, this was the team.
But okay, but it looked up
The
right.
Roc.
They looked up right, and Wayne and Baby came in the game together.
Yeah.
Wayne had to take Baby to court for that $52 million, man. I can't take this on the channel. Give a fuck how much family we is.
Yeah. But that's just that was my mindset.
If we was that much in family, nigga, I would have the fucking money you.
I don't know. I guess I'm just different, man. See, a lame to get lucky, a real nigga do it again.
Yeah.
And I know I'm always going to be able to do it again.
Absolutely.
I always put myself in a position to earn. Like, when you, at one point, I fell into a state of depression and didn't know I was depressed until I came out of it because I felt as though I fucked up for everybody else, not myself.
Right.
So myself, I couldn't have took them to court. Like at that time, I couldn't have did that. Like,
but if they'd have been like, they got $14 million of your money, and you like, damn, I don't even know how I'm gonna pay my motherfucking bills next.
Well, it was like that.
Can I get my money? And it's like, no, you burnt.
It's like that.
That's rough.
Motherfuckers like get fire insurance.
Yeah, smell it.
Yeah, you smell it. You burnt, buddy.
But that was the old me.
Yeah.
The new me now, yeah, I want mine.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, I want to give it to my kids. I don't want to die, then y'all throw the kids a bone, because niggas will do that and act like that. No, let me give it to them. I want mine.
What Beanie Sigel really showed in this story is how important ownership is in the music business. Not fame, not charts, not even classic albums. When artists talk about generational wealth today, this is exactly what they mean. Building something that pays you even when the spotlight moves on. I don't hear bitterness in Beanie's voice. I hear perspective. He understood that the Roc-A-Fella breakup was bigger than personalities. It was business colliding with ego. And instead of picking sides between Jay-Z or Dame Dash, he focused on protecting his value. And that mindset matters. Because at its peak, Roc-A-Fella's fashion brands were generating tens of millions of dollars a year. And that's why this conversation hits harder than rap debates. Music fades, but ownership compounds. So let me ask y'all this. Do you think Beanie Sigel made the smartest move by staying neutral between Jay-Z and Dame Dash? And who do you think understood long-term business better in this situation? Jay-Z or Dame Dash? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.